What? You telling me to stop right now? What? You want me to stop right now? What? Putting this Bible down? Taking my hand off the plow? Man, you niggas is wild. What? You want me to stop right now? What? You telling me to stop right now? What? Putting this Bible down? Taking my hand off the plow? Man, you niggas is wild. You know I gotta be strong and keep the commandments according to Joshua. I was just worried about man, what they think, trying to be popular. Now I'm keeping the laws, seeing these chariots, they keep popping up. I be telling my homies change their ways, really what's stopping you? Or you just wanna be wicked, right? Most I blinded your eyes, probably don't want you to see it. Yeah, drop precepts in my lines, you probably ain't even peep it. Everlasting waters, I'm just hoping you drink it. My people starving, grieving.
Where you from, yo? New York? Would you call yourself an African American? No, I'm like that's a color. Like what place you think you go back to your roots? Yeah, black is a color, my brother. But when you look at the etymology of black, it's just a color. Yeah, it's just a color. Well, when I see what you're saying though, but that's why when we look at words though, I do get what you're saying. When we look at words though, every word has an etymology, right? A beginning. So black, the beginning of the word black was really just a color, but then it added stuff to it, like it was dark, right? It meant negativity. Now, like you saying, it might have evolved because words evolve to actually being power. You see what I'm saying? But let me ask you a question. How do you think the word black became powerful now?
Like you gotta look at this country, right? I'm gonna grade against Africa, Europe, and Asia, right?
All right.
This one right here is the most wealthiest country in the world. It's been like that for like since we got.
When you say wealthy, is what you mean?
Within like GDP and stuff like that. Like the reason why like there's a lot of immigrants and stuff like that come in for opportunity. It's not the other way around.
I would say we probably the most capitalist place to be. It's easy to come here and make money, yeah. But that don't mean it's the wealthy just because it's easy to come here and make money, though.
In that sense, like I said, I don't know too many countries that can beat this one in anything for real. Like I said, I'm gonna use whole continents.
I mean, just for example, yeah, I got you.
It's a real good example.
I got you.
Right now, Africa, right, there's wars going on with people that look like each other killing each other. Right now, in Europe, there's neighbors killing each other. In
Right.
the Middle East, there's neighbors killing each other. In Asia, there's neighbors killing each other. Here, where we all separated and all that shit, like we ain't killing each other. We might not get along and all that shit like that, but we're not killing people that look just like each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not killing people that are our neighbors. We're not going to war with Mexico. We're not going to war with Canada.
I mean, in some way, shape, or form, it's just not at a higher rate like that. But we still doing it, though.
I'm focusing on reality, and I gotta base it on everywhere else in the world.
I feel what you're saying.
Like undeveloped countries, you know what I'm saying, real live, and it's like everywhere else with all these different cultures.
Right.
That's all the way, even way worse than this right now.
So what's your moral compass then?
My moral compass,
Mhm.
man, this, you know, the reality of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm allowed to make everything. And again, if you started this story off maybe way back when, I would have said it was something else. But I'm just looking at where we at now,
Right.
and basing this stuff on stuff like you know for what it is. So that's what I'm at. Like again, and like the whole black thing and white thing again, it's just like we had white people came from France, England, and I think Spain. And they kind of mixed breed and stuff like that. They weren't really a specific race anymore. They was like mixed European. And then with black people, they was mixed with a whole bunch of different countries that were no more. And then that's why they came with the black and the white thing and stuff like that. And then they got universal for real.
Well, black and white is just a segregation. That's all. It's just a separate for real.
Yeah, classification. But like I said, everybody else you can be something else. You know what I'm saying? Like if you claim American, that's two continents. Like almost three. You got it like we're from the States. So that's why people usually use that. And like I'm just saying again, the influence. Africa uses that term now.
What's
like,
that?
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I asked you why. Where do you think the power came from?
Us.
Exactly.
Now they always say culture, right? We didn't have culture. We sold soul.
Ho! No, we had a culture, my guy. The culture's in here for real. Like, remember, you ever seen the movie Roots?
I'm talking about economically. We sold soul.
You said we sold our soul?
We don't have culture. We got soul.
No, we have a culture. We got lost though. That's why we out here on the street today to let our people know we have a culture. It's not just being black. It's not just hip hop music and soul food at a cookout.
Like, see what I'm saying? Yeah, so stuff. I'm not on that type of stuff. And I actually, like I said, it's all of that stuff. It's American, black, and white. Like, we all the soul. Everybody copies our shit. Without our relations, we got all
When you say our, who you talking about?
us, people here
The
in this
the,
country.
the black people,
Black people,
for example,
the black people and the white people got our last names.
right? So all right, let me go back to that question though. Where do you think you get your moral compass from?
The reality of the world, brother.
So would the white man
And
say?
I say with that, right? My moral compass, I noticed with Jesus was like the type of person he was, right? And I always remember they say they took the prisoner over him. And I just see how this world is. It's very corrupt. And a lot of the evil shit gets to go. And a lot
You can
of
see how they would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, like, I'm just with the reality. Now, I notice, again, it always crumbles, though. It always.
Why do you think it crumbles?
Because it's always weakness. It's always false. You know what I'm saying?
Why is it false though?
It is. You know what I'm saying?
Because niggas go against what they supposed to be doing.
Right.
Like us, for real. Even though I was bringing the movie Roots up. The white man took our culture from us,
You think so?
but at the same, I know so, my guy.
I'm not
But listen.
see the white man as any type of like thing other than unjust ally.
He wasn't the only one that did it, but I'm just giving you an example, right?
He's close to me to anybody from any other continent who got the same last name. We make money together.
But you got the same last name because when you came over here, he took over you. Like that's why I gave the movie Roots.
I love that. And look, I was saying when we was over there, we was like, well, people look like us. And God separated us from that.
Well, we did that.
They left from Europe. They left from famine. They got rid of King George. They had civil wars. They came
you had
over
one of
here
them
for a
joints.
better opportunity. We came
A
over
little
here
red
for a better
shit.
opportunity. It was scrambled, but we
No. We was born here to be slaves. We ain't come over here for a better opportunity.
Right.
That's what they told you.
My God.
That's what
You
happened.
gotta see how the plot rolls. See what I'm saying? They want you to be a victim.
Yo,
Why
it's
can't
so
we be
much
the ones to
evidence.
finesse them? Why can't we see
You ain't never been to the you ain't never been to the
see what you got going on?
Hey yo, you ain't never been to the History Museum, yo? You ain't never been to the Black History Museum?
Yeah.
I'm talking about DC.
Yeah, bro.
You ain't go downstairs, yo?
The narrative of us being like, come on, you gotta look at the reality again. All these third world countries, all this other stuff like that. As soon as we got in and we said stop playing, then shit got right. See
Yo,
what
we
I'm saying?
still
That's
slaves,
what
yo.
I'm saying. Hell to the now. To what?
What? Have you read your Constitution lately, my
I
guy?
live in reality, brother. I'm the
Have
one
you?
who
So is the Constitution?
hilarious for shit like this.
Is the
Like, again,
Constitution
they gotta
reality
wait for
though?
me to figure out what's going
So we
on.
jumping
Like, the
subjects.
cycle's gonna continue until it starts to
Go ahead. Let me bring something out for you, my guy.
Bro,
Hold on.
we are not slaves to
This the
anybody.
book. This the book. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
It says, "And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee."
Right. So we discontinue from our heritage, yo. I'm just gonna go by an example. We ain't gotta get too deep. An example of us discontinuing from our heritage was the movie Roots, yo. You see what I'm saying? We got to a country. This ain't the only country either, but this is an example. We got to a country where we were slaves for real. You don't believe that?
Oh, I thought she was on the video.
No, he's talking to you. He's
Oh, okay.
talking to you right
My
now.
fault. Go ahead. I thought he went to the video and shit.
No, I read the verse for you, brother.
I was trying to break it down for you
We out here
for real, yo.
Yeah, some roots and stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah, the movie Roots, right? I'm trying to make it real fast for real. Yeah. Bring it out again.
All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse number 4.
Uh-huh.
It says, "And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee."
Most High God gave us a heritage, yo. These laws, statutes, and commandments, yo. That's why I was using the movie Roots to let you see how easy it was that we got our heritage taken away from us. We couldn't even read, yo. You see what I'm saying? Like that actually happened, yo.
Reading on,
Like, hold on. Do you believe that shit happened, yo? You think it's all a fairy
All
tale?
I'm saying is, I know it would be worse for us back when we was.
No, I'm just asking you that
We
question.
can get them right. Like, our own people, it's still fucked up over there. That's the thing. I hate when people take.
Hold, brother.
It does not exist.
Hold on. You got a lot of information. Answer my question though. Like, do you think that actually happened? Like, our shit got stolen from us?
No, we didn't have shit to take over there. We were lost from wars. We were sold to them, bro. Most of our country was gone. We got sold.
So even before we were sold, do you think we had our own shit going on?
Yes, we did.
So that's what I'm telling you, my guy. Like when we got here, we sold to slavery. They took our nationality and all the shit from us. That's why we the only people that call ourselves a color, yo. Do you ever notice shit like that?
White people.
Do you notice that the lost white people do? Not a lot of them. They'll say, yeah, I'm from Italy. I'm from Scotland. I'm from over here. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them know what's going on. You ask us, we a fucking color, yo. That's a lost people, yo.
We're gonna find another definition for black.
Again,
I'm talking about overall.
Else in the world, I'd rather be a lost color with some real money than being over there killing people that look like me, killing people that don't got the shit.
But just because they look like you don't mean they're people either, though.
Either way, I'm telling you,
What's real money?
you gotta look at the rest of the world, regardless of how bad you think this is now. There's places that we originated from that is even worse off than we are. With everything
As far
that
as
we dealt
what?
with,
Freedom or
everything.
money?
Yes,
Where do you come from? Where do you originate from? Do you
originate
know?
from? Who, me specifically? My people
You
come from
specifically. What's your
the
ethnicity?
United States. Yes, I'm Black American. Thank you. I'm not African at all.
Okay, so
My
you're
people been for 300 years. We built this shit. Not them.
so
This is
you
why
said
it's like that.
so you said Black American.
Yes, Black American.
Now this
It's a-
brother,
like I said
the
before,
Bris
it's a
Brothers shirt.
power.
That's what you're saying.
You said it's a lost thing. I said it's a power. Like we had a Black power movement, and it's been a white power movement. It's always been political. That's why we let other people come in and do our business. It's a shirt on your shirt, brother.
Give me Romans 3, yo.
But yeah, it's a power movement. You get what I'm saying? They want them to think that so they can sneak in. But all this stuff is political power movement stuff for control and all that stuff like that. Y'all gotta look under the tone and stuff like that. Everything that y'all looking at.
Why do we gotta look under the tone? Is the reason we gotta look under the tone is because, like the brother was mentioning before, our identity and everything else has been taken from us. So we're stuck having to look under the tone and make Black actually mean something because that's all we have.
Did it work
Because
back then?
no, it's still not working. You said you're not a slave, but do you have a job?
Yeah.
Do you pay the same slave master for food, clothes, water, and shelter?
No.
So who owns food, water, and shelter? Who
God
owns?
does.
Hold on, brother. Hold on.
We can say we can say it all the way home.
We can
I
say
know
God
how an
owns
economy
everything.
works.
But let's follow what I'm saying.
Yes. The slave
God
is what?
created everything.
Right.
God
But you saying
created-
who owns it? Like specifically
But what I'm
the people,
saying
right?
is in this, because you said something about here making real money and all this stuff.
Yes, bro.
But what I'm saying is, when we was when our ancestors were in the cotton field,
Right.
and we was working for free, building up this place that you see.
Bingo.
But hold on, listen. Building up this place that you see for free, all we got for it was food, clothes, water, and shelter. That's all we got for building their heaven. Now, where you're saying we're not, that was back then. Now you're saying today things have changed. That's not what it's like now. But we go to their jobs, we work for them. They own all these buildings, all these companies. They own all of this stuff. We work for these same people. We take the money that they gave us and give it right back to these same people to buy everything that we need. That is slavery. That is oppression. That is the truth. Now you can call you. Now hold on. Let me finish. Now
well,
let me.
you just said a point.
Well, let me just
Look
let
up
me
the
land with
Kafala
this.
system.
Hold on, brother. Let
You
me
heard
just,
me?
hold on, brother. Let me just land with this. Let me just land with this. Right. That is our reality. Now we can change it into anything we want, so we can cope better with our situation.
Right,
That's
fit our
what you're doing.
narrative.
You're changing our situation
The way it
and
looks.
making it sound positive so that we can still survive, so that we can still cope, so that we can still exist in these conditions, in these situations that we're in,
Right.
which is okay, but don't throw the truth behind you
Right.
for sake of
Perception.
for sake of what?
Perception.
Of a good time.
Now, I'm not going to say that there's not racism.
You following what I'm
and
saying?
stuff
You-
like that.
are you
No, I'm
picking
not
up what
saying
I'm
we
putting
all the way down on that point. No, I agree with you though. Yeah, all that stuff is fact. I'm not saying that we free, like them no. I'm not saying in that sense that we got to equal and all that stuff. They're doing goofy shit. But what I'm telling you is again, you was unstoppable, bro. The victim shit ain't it. The only reason why they win is because of us, bro. That's what I'm telling you. Now, I just want to bring this to your attention, right? It's called.
Hold on, he want to make a point. He want to make a
Go
point.
ahead,
Go ahead, hold on. Let him make your point real quick, and then you can read that for us.
Because he
Let him
said
make
that
his point.
whole slavery thing.
I
I'm
know.
telling you, it's called the Kafala system, bro.
Let him make his point real
That's
quick.
going on right now. What's your point?
It's not a victim playing type of thing. It's about real actual history that happened in real life. It's not saying as because this happened to us, this is why we can't get nowhere. No, we're pointing out the fact that this happened in history, and this was the reason why we are calling ourselves Black Americans, African Americans, Negro, nigger, all these statements,
Bywords.
these classifications that we're calling ourselves is from that point in history of slavery. So the fact that slavery exists in that time.
What about
Black
Isaiah,
people
yo?
suffer trauma.
Bring it up.
PTSD. Why we call ourselves different?
Well, I'll bring it out.
Which one is it?
Other than the one that was
We're gonna
given to us by God.
1 and 3.
The name of Israel. The name of Israel being no more.
We're pointing out the historical facts that happened to us.
Right.
And why we don't have a
No,
culture.
no, my people don't consider.
Right. I get what you're saying, bro. And I just know how to.
It's another one though. No, I'm talking about the one they Confederate.
So a lot of
That's
Africans
Psalms 82 and 6. Confederate against
Oh,
the
Psalms
Almighty
83.
It's
better than us and all this other stuff. We're weaker than them and all this other stuff. Not knowing the grounds that we broke for them and how this shit works. So all I'm saying is, again, I'm just saying, whenever y'all ready to go ahead and make shit happen, that's what it is, and that's how it's always been. So, like, everybody's
In a sense, yeah, you're right. In a
I
sense.
should never look at them as anything above me. They're not.
I'm with you on that.
That's
And that's why we out here to let our people
Right,
know.
right,
like
right.
You said, like you mentioned earlier, you said God owns all this stuff, right? And we agree with you. So we out here to tell our people, guess what? You actually are a child of God.
Right.
You're not black. Your race is that you're an Israelite. That's
Right.
your race.
Right. Right.
The reason that all this stuff happened to us is because God gave us a culture to follow
Mm-hmm.
and contingency if we did what consequences
Right.
that would happen to us if we didn't follow
There's
this
an
culture.
agreement.
And that's what we're living in now, the consequence of not following the culture that God gave us, which was slavery and oppression. That's the consequence that God put on us for disobeying his culture. Like you said, we're fighting against God. We're not fighting against anybody that's on the earth.
Right.
By being disobedient to this word of God and these commandments that he gave his chosen children who are calling themselves black and Hispanic, because they don't know that they're God's chosen people. If they knew that, then they would act like that.
That's right.
Since they call themselves black, they acting
You
black.
gotta make the right moves, bro. There's so many religions and words. It's what you do.
We're
bro.
talking about, and that's my point I'm making. What we're supposed to be doing is keeping the commandments of God. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
I feel you on
It's a spiritual thing.
Like, now again, the Catholicism.
Not black Israelite.
It's modern day slavery. Right now, they got people going out to the Middle East and they taking their passports and they indentured servants, and it's modern day slavery going on right now. African people, Egyptians, all that stuff like that.
So we should be thankful for what we got over here in America.
I never said that. That's the message you're sending. What I'm saying is when y'all ready, it's up and it's lit, like it's always been.
What does that mean?
It means, again, compared to everywhere else, but they hadn't had shit shipped to South America, they ain't moving like this. They done had places everywhere else, bro, ain't nobody moving like this.
But how do we fix the black community? You saying
I'm
us
doing
like,
the stuff
how do
right
we fix
now.
our community?
I'm
Not
doing it
us,
right now.
Americans. Our community.
I'm doing it right now. I'm
what do we
doing the
do?
movements,
How
bro.
do we do it?
I'm actually doing the movements. Like, I'm actually making stuff happen.
Like what? Give me an
Like
example.
building opportunities. I got businesses, all that stuff. I'm teaching young men how to be real young men. And the most important thing of all is I'm showing love. 100%. So again, even with this, we can agree and disagree and all that.
Right,
So, like you said, I'm gonna like you said, I'm black Israel. You're cool. That's what it is. You know
That's
what
your
I'm saying?
race, brother. You don't,
Right,
you don't-
right.
whether you do what you're supposed to do or not.
Right.
You're
But it's,
obviously not black. That's a color nobody is.
like I said before, it's a political spectrum. That's all that is.
It's a color and there's a crayon box.
I mean, because again, yeah, I get what you're saying, but this whole country has a history. So I'm just going based off of what that is. So again, I see what it is. Everywhere else they have a place, it's just not messing with us. Now again, you said Israel, then they got a place called Israel. What's y'all feelings on Israel and all that stuff going right
You
now?
want to answer that?
Yeah, I
If you got something for me, I could answer it quick and easy. But
Go ahead. You can answer quickly.
so Israel is where blacks and Hispanics belong. That's their homeland.
the one in the
The
Middle East.
land of Israel in the Middle East, where we were stolen from Africa. We fled our temples in Jerusalem, 70 AD. We fled into the interior of Africa to blend in with other dark-skinned folk, where other dark-skinned folk that are not our kinfolk, because they look like us, but
Right.
they're our
All
kinfolk.
skin folk in-
So that was the point. We left our homeland, which was Israel, where we was exiled out of our land.
right.
We was ran out of our land by Roman persecution.
Mhm.
The Romans took us out of our land. We fled into the interior of Africa. We was there for 1,200, 1,400 years. Built Mansa Musa, whatever. Built all these great kingdoms and places and all this stuff. And then when the natives of that land seen how big we were becoming, that's when they conspired against us to get us out of there and sold us to other nations of people, which happened to be Europeans, not just Europeans. We was in
All the
Arab
heathens.
slave
All the
trade,
heathens.
Chinese slave trade,
All of 'em.
Silk Road slave trade, Sub-Saharan slave trade.
Everybody got a piece of it.
Transatlantic slave trade is where niggas have been. And through all these slave trades, we ended up here, calling ourselves a color that we not. So we out here to give our people back some sense.
Be born again.
Instead of trying to make sense out of nonsense,
Right.
we're trying to say, hey, listen, forget all the lies that we learned.
Mm-hmm. Be born again.
Get that out of your mind. Start learning afresh and start with this Bible being taught the right way.
The right way.
Because a book can't enslave you.
That's
People
right.
enslave you.
That's right.
People seem to think this Bible, that Bible is enslaved. That's
White
the white
man.
man's book. He wrote it. That book enslaved our people. Can't no book enslave nobody.
Right.
What happened to us is that we were disobedient to the creator
Uh-huh.
of heaven and earth, and he punished us.
Straight like
He
that.
sent our ass, put our ass on a slave ship, broke up our families. Now we got fatherless households, domestic violence all in the house.
Curses.
We can't trust each other. We got evil eye towards one each other. We can't build nothing. We don't have no army. We don't have no missiles. There's nobody speaking for us at the United Nations. We don't have nothing. Our only help is the Most High.
That's
And
right.
He is our only help.
Now,
And the
that's
only
what
way
I'm
He's
saying.
going to help us is if we're obedient to
extremely
Him.
disrespectful to God. You gotta trust His plan. I just gave you the message, let you know everything is set. You're good. You gotta, when you're ready to put shit in action, that's when he comes in. It's not when you ask for it, it's when you need it. So again, you've always been blessed, you just can't see it. If
How
you
do we
believe
put it
in
into
that
action,
man,
though?
or you believe in God, then understand his message, brother. You guys are using this negativity and not just focusing on God's
We're using it.
plan for you.
How do you put it
I
into
understand
action?
that, but again, all you're glorifying is some other stuff. Because again, you keep saying he punished us by giving some other, like again,
That's
he doesn't
history,
have
though.
his favoritism.
That's
He doesn't
history.
have
No,
favoritism.
God is racist. Oh, the God of the Bible is racist, my guy.
And then you told me it was a place. Like usually when we say race, we talk about the complexion of
Israel's
the
two
melanin.
things. There's a man
Yeah,
named
that's-
Israel, and then
a
there's
religion.
a man whose name was changed to Israel, who we descend from, which makes us Israelites. But also our homeland is the land of Israel.
And you
Which
know,
makes sense.
when people take over a place, they call it them. They that's the name of it. So Israel, that's his name. So he has a place. You feel what I'm saying? And obviously by still being named Israel, that was a powerful man. He got some powerful kids. That's us.
Let me read something.
You see what I'm saying? It make a lot of sense once you put it in perspective.
So then what's your game plan, bro? So like again,
Okay, that's a good question. The game plan is, let me get First Kings. What you got?
I'm about to get Psalms 119 and 9.
That's the
This
best
book of
question.
Psalms chapter 119.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. And I'll read Psalms 119 and verse 9. It says, "Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
Right.
By taking heed thereto according to thy word."
Right. That's the first thing you gotta do. You feel what I'm saying? Like you said, how do we get ourselves together and fight against the enemy or get to where we're supposed to be? First and foremost, you gotta clean yourself up. You see what I'm saying? Train yourself up for this battle. And the only way to do that is to come back to this word, our first culture, you see what I'm saying, that was stolen from us, right? And get right with the Most High God who really controls everything. That's our power. It's not a religion, my guy. It's called culture. A religion is something anybody can join. A culture is given to a specific people.
Follow the Creator's
You feel what I'm saying?
rules.
You can go to every country.
So specific culture, we gotta move like and stuff.
We gotta go to our culture.
Yeah, it's like we
Not being black, not being American, because all this shit was not here a long time ago. We gotta go to where we was first. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Now,
read this. Let me read one more verse for you, brother.
Did it work out back then? If it
We
didn't
never
work
did
out back
this.
then,
We
then
never
it's
did
not
this,
gonna work
brother.
now.
We never did this.
That's not true.
It's
That's not true.
absolutely
It's nothing.
No,
Go ahead, you got it. Go
If
ahead.
we did it back then,
Like I said,
and it,
you
you're right.
gotta be on point with it, bro. Again, you saying we gotta go back then, and back then it didn't work. That means it ain't gonna work now. Bro.
Whenever we kept God's
Again,
commandments, we were safe.
That's
we
it.
can make this stuff better, but like you said, the culture, it was something off with it because somehow, some way, we lost our way.
We had wicked people.
It definitely worked, but it only didn't work throughout the generations.
Because we disobeyed God.
Generation that disobeyed God, which is why it put us in certain predicaments. After that new generation came about, after coming out of the slavery, that's when we did it right again.
Exactly.
And then the next generation messed up.
Regeneration, for real.
Right, it's a generational thing. It works. You just gotta stick.
You gotta
with
follow
I
it. Yeah.
want to read something else for you because you mentioned blessed.
Ain't nothing.
You said we blessed. This is Revelation 22 and 14. It says, "Blessed are they that do His commandments."
Uh-huh.
Our people think they blessed, but they don't even know any of God's commandments.
Right.
So it says, "Blessed are they that do His commandments."
Uh-huh.
Reading on, that they may have right to the tree of life,
Mhm.
that we don't die, and may enter in through the gates into the city. So if we want to be blessed, we got to keep the commandments of God, brother.
Right.
That's the message.
Right.
Hey,
All right,
so
brother.
The commandments, we love you, brother.
Hey, if you fight, you can fight, brother.
Putting this Bible down, taking my hand off the plow. Man, you niggas is wild. You know I gotta be strong and keep the commandments according to Joshua. I was just worried about man, what they think, trying to be popular. Now I'm keeping the laws, seeing these chariots, they keep popping up. I be telling my homies change their ways, really what's stopping you? Or you just wanna be wicked?